大家好，我是后人教育的 Coco 老师。今天我们是2020美国转学升学讲座的第一场，是由圣保罗学院的国际招生导师 Carol 老师来跟我们介绍一下学校的转学以及学校的项目，以及有任何的问题你可以随时跟 Carol 老师提问。我们到最后10分钟会有一个 Q&A 的环节，让每一个家长或者是学生提问关于这个学校的转学问题。Carol, and can you introduce about your school and your program?
Okay, yes, thank you very much, Coco. So my name is Carol Meant, and I am the International Student Advisor at St. Paul College. And today I'm going to talk about the 2+2 model and how attending a community college could save you money on your pathway towards a bachelor's degree. So some of the terms that I'm going to talk about today are what is the 2+2 model, what is guaranteed conditional admission, and what is a pathway program or a transfer pathway. So the 2+2 model means that you attend 2 years at a community college and earn 60 credits roughly, and then you attend a 4-year university for an additional 2 years and another 60 credits to complete all of the credits that you would need for a bachelor's degree program in 4 years. Although some programs do take longer depending on which program you pick and depending if you need some developmental English courses. So guaranteed conditional admission means that you apply to a community college and at the same time you're picking a partner for your university. Upon admission to the community college, you do receive a full admission letter from the community college and the I-20 visa document from the community college. You also receive a conditional guaranteed admission letter from the 4-year university at the same time. And that guaranteed conditional admission letter would usually state a required GPA in order to be able to transfer to the community college and completion of 1 or more English courses with a C grade or better. This can help you explain to the consular officer what your long-term academic plan is and that you want to complete a bachelor's degree. So a pathway program or a transfer pathway, these terms are the same. They are used interchangeably usually. It is designed so that you complete a specific associate's degree at a community college and transfer those credits to the university without losing any credits. Every state has its own transfer pathway program, and in the state of Minnesota, for the Minnesota state system, that is the website there that you could look at later on. So the 4-year pathway programs that St. Paul College has established are with the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, the Minnesota State System Universities, Augsburg University, which is a private university, St. Mary's University of Minnesota, and St. Catherine's University. So Debbie, if you would translate this slide, please.
我们在这里有就是说，如果你要在这边念4年的话，有以下这些学校是可以跟我们有一些那个互相的那些可以交换的课程。所以呢，像第一个这个 University of Minnesota 这个就是在我们这个当地很有名的一个学校，然后还有其他4个都是在我们当地蛮有名的学校。
Okay, thank you. So we're going to talk mostly about the transfer pathway program with the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities. It is called the Minnesota Cooperative Admissions Program, and there is the website. Okay, go ahead, Debbie.
我们这边的这个跟我们有，就是说你先到就是 admission， 先到我们学校申请到这个入学申请以后，你之后你可以用在我们学校读的这些学分，然后可以很成功的转到其他的学校去。如果你先注册的时候是在我们这个 MNCAP 这个 program 里面的，所以你的在我们学校读的这些学分可以很成功的转到其他的学校去。 然后呢，这个 website 就是这个 website， 你可以去看什么学分有转，什么学分没转。然后呢，这以下的这个在 U of the U of M 这边有那种 Liberal Art 的这个 department， 就是这个系所，还有科学和工程系所，还有这个说不是所有的 major， 可能有一些，还有呢，现在很热门的这个生物科学还有就是一些农业学啊，还有营养学啊，一些教育跟人类跟那个教育跟人文科学发展，这些都有在相关的那个转学的那个范围里面。
Okay, great. And I think that Debbie probably already talked about the colleges that are participating in the cooperative admissions program, and it is only these colleges. Okay. So to participate in the Minnesota Cooperative Admissions Program for the College of Liberal Arts at the University of Minnesota, you need to maintain a grade point average of a 2.5 or higher. You have to complete at least the 60 credits of the Minnesota Transfer Curriculum, or the 40 credits for the Minnesota Transfer Curriculum, or 60 credits for the Associate of Arts. And some of the majors that are included in this program are listed there on your screen: computer science, economics, biology, chemistry, global studies, math, physics, and there are many other majors at the College of Liberal Arts. Yep, go ahead. Thank you.
我们这个 Liberal Art 的这个 MN 在这个 program 里面，你如果被我们学校接受以后，你最少你的 GPA 就是要保持在 2.5 或是更高。然后呢，因为它是最多是60个 credit， 所以你最少要完成40个 credit 在这个 program 里面，你才可以转过去。然后可以转的这些 department 就是这些这些部门呢，有包括我们的那个 computer science， 就是电脑工程，还有一些经济，还有一些生物，还有一些化学，还有一些全球经济全球的那个的一些研究，还有数学啊，还有物理，这些东西都有包含在我们可以可以 transfer， 就是可以把你的学分转过去的一些 program 里面。
Okay. So the Minnesota Cooperative Admissions Program at the College of Science and Engineering, the GPA requirements, or the grade point average requirements, are higher. You must maintain at least a 3.2 GPA for some majors, and then for some majors it is a 3.8 grade point average, or GPA. The same, you must complete at least 40 credits for the Minnesota Transfer Curriculum, or 60 credits for the Associate of Arts. But for many majors, you must also complete Calculus 1 and 2, Physics 1 and 2, and depending on your major, Chemistry 1 and 2. And you can see listed on the screen the majors that are included in this transfer pathway program. It's astrophysics, chemistry, computer science, earth science, math, physics, and statistics.
在这个 program 里面的这个科学工程跟科学跟工程的系这一个系里面呢，你可能就要求比较高，至少要 3.2 的 GPA， 或是因为现在有一些科系比较 popular， 比较热门，所以呢有一些 GPA 你就要比较高一点。那一样呢，你要至少要完成40个 credit 在这个 program 里面。然后呢，或是有一些特别的，比如说你是念那个工程系，或是computer 就是那个电脑工程的话，那你相对的有一些相关的一些功课、一些课程，你就要拿的比较多。有一些是比较要求要先完成，然后再继续的。所以呢，这些有包括像 化学啦，还有电脑工程啊，这些都是有一些比较高的要求。所以你像那种计算工程啊这些东西，它都会先要求你完成1、2，然后有一些那个 GPA， 就是你的成绩要保持在一定的程度以上这样子。所以有一些特别的，你要比较注意一点。
Okay. At the College of Science and Engineering at the University of Minnesota, some majors are excluded from this program, meaning some majors are not included in the automatic guaranteed conditional admission program. For example, all of the engineering major program. It is still possible for you to transfer to the University of Minnesota in engineering. However, the same, you have to complete at least 40 credits of the Minnesota transfer curriculum or the 60 credits for the Associate of Arts plus the same classes, Calculus 1 and 2, Physics 1 and 2, Chemistry 1 and 2, depending on the major. Maintaining a 3.8 GPA or higher, and admission is not guaranteed, and it is highly competitive to get into the engineering majors in the College of Science and Engineering.
有一些学分呢，特别是对自然科学自然科学还有工程系所来讲，它并不是说100%保证你在我们学校修完，然后就一定可以转过去。有一些它是看个别的每一个不同的系所的要求，所以你的它不是说一定可以或一定不可以。可是呢，最主要就是你的对于这种比较热门的这些自然科学还有工程系所，你的成绩要保持的比较高的话，那到时候你再转过去这个学分的时候，他们的接受程度就会比较高。
Okay, another school at the University of Minnesota that is also excluded from the Minnesota Cooperative Admissions Program is the Carlson School of Management. But it's the same. There is still a possible pathway to be accepted into the business majors at the Carlson School of Management. It's the same transfer credits that the University of Minnesota wants to see. They do want the student to take Calculus 1, microeconomics, macroeconomics, and financial accounting. You have to maintain a 3.8 GPA or higher, and then you apply, and admission is not guaranteed, and it is highly competitive.
像有一些学校，我们这边的那个一个很有名的business就是那个business 的 school 就是 Carlson， 它虽然没有在我们这个转学计划里面呢，可是因为它如果你先在我们这边学校念，然后你的成绩像你的那个积分啊，还有一些相关的成绩都拿到很高的话，你再拿到转到那边或是申请他的学校的机会就会比较高，可以跟别人就是可以跟别的申请人可以互相的竞争的机会，你拿到的机会就会比较高。
Okay, so we're going to move on to just a general tuition comparison of community colleges versus four-year universities. So on the left, the tuition at St. Paul College varies from $5,800 to $7,000 per year. And you can see some examples of some other community colleges across the United States. So generally, roughly about the same tuition. The tuition at four-year universities is a lot more. So the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, as an example, their tuition is $36,000 per year. That is only tuition that does not include room and board, books, and other expenses. And then you can see some tuition at some other four-year universities. So I think we're just gonna, move on.
Yeah, and this is Coco, and let me do that part of translation for the parents. 大家可以看一下这个学校的学费，一年学费是在$5,800到$4,000之间。但对于大部分的美国的4年制学校，他们的学费平均在$20,000一年，或者360,000，甚至有一些是4-5万美金一年。所以 St. Paul College 圣保罗学院，它的学费是非常的划算。
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. So now I'm going to talk a little bit specifically about St. Paul College. We are named one of the top 150 community colleges in the U.S. You can see from the picture in the background that our campus is located right next to downtown St. Paul, Minnesota. Our current enrollment is over 10,000 students, with about 7,300 part-time students and 2,700 full-time students. As an F1 international student, you would of course be a full-time student that's taking at least 12 credit hours every fall and spring semester. We also have 54 different associate degree programs and many different certificate and diploma programs. As an international student, you would be in one of the 54 associate degree programs. We have our associate degree programs organized into the 6 major categories. Most of our international students are in 3. They are in the STEM category, which is the science, technology, engineering, and math. They're in our liberal arts program, which is that 40 credits of the Minnesota transfer curriculum, or they're in our business programs, and we have business, accounting, finance, marketing, and many other types of business programs. Our campus is also very diverse. 63% of our students are students of color. We have students from all over the world that come to the St. Paul College. We have 51 countries represented on our campus right now. And so we have people from all over the world, and you'd be very welcome at St. Paul College. So some of the student services that we offer, these are all free. These are all included in your tuition. You do not pay any extra money to access our services. We have a tutoring center, which has tutors that are available all day long, every day, that you can ask for help in any of your classes. We have academic advisors that will help you pick out your schedule semester by semester. We have a counseling and a mental health office with 2 full-time mental health counselors. We have a career services office, an office of access and disability. We have a student life office, which manages our student groups, including our Global Culture Club. Our Global Culture Club is one of our student organization that puts on social events throughout the year. And then we have our F1 International Student Services, which is me and some of the colleagues that I work with. So here's just an example of the tuition again, a graph of the tuition. You can see St. Paul College starting at around $5,800 up to $7,000 per year. And then you can see some tuition amounts for some other universities in the state of Minnesota. The University of Minnesota is right there in the middle. Again, that's about $36,000 per year. We do have scholarships at St. Paul College. Students do need to apply for these separately. International students are eligible to apply for scholarships starting their 2nd semester. There's 2 deadlines, one for the fall and one for the spring. If you're awarded a scholarship, those range from $500 to $1,000 for that semester. And this current spring semester, we awarded 6 international students scholarships totaling $3,500. And we also have the possibility of getting 1 Study Minnesota scholarship. Study Minnesota is a state of Minnesota organization, so that is also a possibility. So how do you apply to St. Paul College? You apply online through our website. Our application is free. And here are all the documents that you need. You need a proof of English language proficiency, and I'll talk about that in another slide. The financial certification statement with $24,015 in a bank statement or US equivalent. Scan of your high school records sent to me by email, a scan of your passport, an immunization form, and the F1 International Student Agreement form. Again, all of these forms and documents are available on our International Admissions webpage, which you can see right there. What is not required is we do not require an essay. We do not require SAT or ACT scores, and as I had said before, we do not charge an application fee. So
hi, Debbie, can you translate the past two slides from the first slide about the application materials?
Okay. Yep. Debbie, can you translate this slide, please? Thanks.
OK， 怎么样申请我们的学校呢？你可以经由网络上申请，网络上有一些申请表格，这是不用钱的。然后呢，还有就是你要有一些就是你的那个英文的那些证明，就是说你可以讲，然后可以写的这些，像托福这些考试的证明。还有呢，你就是银行里面，就是你要有一些你的财力证明，最好有24000块美金以上，然后还要有你那个高中的那个，就是你要有一个高中的那个成绩单的一些文件，还有你的护照，还有你那个免疫，就是打针，你有注射过什么一些防疫针，就是一些那个针的一些免疫，就是医院的证明说你的身体状况，你该注的这些你该打的防疫针的那些都有。还有呢，我们有那些有一个叫做 F1 的这个国际学生的那个同意书，这些你要填。然后呢，我们在我们学校的网站上有叫 St. Paul College， 下面你打那个 International， 你就可以发现我们这些有所有需要的资料。
Okay. And then Debbie, if you could just translate this one as well.
像我们有一些大学，你申请他会要求你一些像 SAT、ACT， 那这一些我们都不需要，所以你不需要写一些像论文就去讲述介绍你自己，不需要，我们也不需要。我们这边美国的测试叫做 SAT、ACT， 这些成绩你也不需要。然后我们没有需要你缴任何的费用，当你申请的时候。
Okay, great. Okay, thank you. So to meet our English proficiency requirements, you would need to submit scores for one of these 4 tests. We need a 52 on the IBT or the TOEFL, or a 5.5 IELTS, or an 85 on the Duolingo, or a 42 on the Pearson PTE. So one of these 4 tests scores would need to be submitted as part of the application process. However, please keep in mind that all international students, all F1 international students, must still take what we call the AccuPlacer assessment test at the orientation to ultimately determine your English and math level placement. So that is an assessment test that everybody must take. And depending on the AccuPlacer score, you may or may not be placed in some developmental English and or math classes. So the $24,015 for the financial certification statement, this is the breakdown of those costs. So that would include tuition, books and supplies, health insurance, living expenses, and transportation, local transportation or a bus pass. So the health insurance is approximately $1,700 per year, and it is required and will not be waived. So these are the universities that we have the guaranteed conditional admission program with, these 11 universities. This means that if you choose to apply to St. Paul College, you could pick one of these 11 universities and you would get that guaranteed conditional admission letter. You will note that the University of Minnesota Twin Cities is not on this list. We have a transfer pathway program with the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, but they will not issue that letter at the time that you apply to St. Paul College. The transfer pathway program is a different program, and we already talked about how that works at St. Paul College. So just to let all the parents and students know that St. Paul College does not have any residential halls or dorms. I do provide information of off-campus apartment options with websites and costs, addresses, and phone numbers located around St. Paul College. We are located right in the city of St. Paul, and there's many, many apartment options very close by. We also partner with 2 homestay companies. And you can apply with the homestay company and get a host family, and then the host family could be ready to pick you up from the airport and have a room ready for you. And then here are some general costs of some apartments around St. Paul College. Homestays start at $750 per month. So optional practical training, or OPT, is 1 year of work authorization after you graduate with your associate degree, which is your 2-year degree. This is optional. It's not a requirement, but it does give you the opportunity to legally work in the United States for 1 year in your field of study in between your associate degree, which is your 2-year degree, before you move on for your bachelor's degree. I would help you apply for this, and like I said, it is optional, it's not a requirement. And so there is my name, my phone number, my email, and our website. And now I'll take any questions.
大家好，你看一下，这个是 Carol 老师的邮箱，还有他的电话。如果说有任何的问题，可以跟 Carol 老师发邮件或者打电话去咨询。大家可以提问关于这所学校申请的所有问题，以及他刚才谈到的转学协议。Oh, hi, Carol, and this is a question regarding the language proficiency test. Due to the COVID-19 and most of the language tests is canceled and most students cannot take the TOEFL score. Is it possible for the Chinese student to apply for your college right now?
It is possible to apply right now. One of the 4 tests that we accept is also the Duolingo. The Duolingo is an online test. You take it from home. You do not need to go to a testing center. And the Duolingo is available at any time. So that is an option that a student could do right now. There is a link to the Duolingo website through our international admissions webpage. But also, I am flexible with our deadline. Our deadline for the fall 2020 admission is normally May 15th. However, if the TOEFL score or the IELTS score comes after May 15th, that's fine. We don't know when those testing centers are going to open again. But as long as there's enough time for that, for the TOEFL to be taken, the scores to be sent to me, and then for you to schedule your visa appointment, which is the kind of the sticking point here, then I will still accept a late application. I'm encouraging all students to still continue with the application process and send in all of the documents that they do have. And if the TOEFL or IELTS score needs to come later on, that's fine. I'm very flexible with that.
OK，Carol 老师他刚才提到了一个大家可以参考的考试方式，叫 Duolingo。Duolingo 可以直接在线，它是一个网站，大家可以通过点击网站，随时选择自己想考试的时间，不需要到考试中心去参加考试。你可以在任何时间点考试考到成绩之后，把 Duolingo 的成绩提供给学校。学校一般的申请截止时间是在5月15号，但是由于现在的一些特殊情况，如果说你的这个考试成绩是在5月15号出来，他们也可以接受您的考试成绩，只要是你有足够的时间给他们 process 你的这个申请表格，以及你有足够的时间申请美国的签证，那么他们都是可以接受你的语言成绩的。Oh, hi, Carol. And there's one parent who asked about the computer science major ranking in your college.
So our individual programs are not ranked. We're just ranked as a whole community college. Our computer science program, and just along with the other programs, we are ranked one of the top 150 community colleges in the U.S.
圣保罗学院的计算机专业是不参加排名，他们的具体专业是不参加排名的，一般是社区学院参加排名，他们的社区学院排名在美国的前100名。Okay, and I have one question regarding the transfer agreement with University of Minnesota Twin City. So if the student have the suggested GPA you have, is it most likely the student will be admitted to the University of Minnesota Twin City?
So the University of Minnesota Twin Cities separates out their colleges. And so some of the colleges participate in the Minnesota Cooperative Admissions Program and some do not. So if a student wanted to attend the College of Liberal Arts in their computer science program, it is guaranteed as long as you maintain the required GPA and finish either the 40 credits of the Minnesota transfer curriculum or 60 credits of the Associate of Arts degree at St. Paul College. So it varies from college to college. It does depend on which college you want to attend.
刚刚我提了一个问题，是关于如何转学到明尼苏达大学双子城，他们的转学协议是否达到了他们的 GPA 要求就能转到这所学校。然后 Carol 老师给的答案就是说，他们每一所学院的录取标准都是不一样的。如果说你对这个学校的文理学院感兴趣，那么文理学院这个学院里边的专业，只要你达到了刚才他说的建议的3.8的成绩，以及完成了他所需要的学分，那么还是有比较大的概率转到双子城学校。如果大家没有什么问题，那么今天我们的讲座就到这。后人教育的美国转身论坛是在每一个星期都会有若干的学校，具体的学校会在提前3-4天，我们在大家的2020美国转身论坛群里边发海报，大家随时可以看咱们最新的学校的宣传信息，按时来参加我们的这个讲座。有任何问题可以提前在我们的问卷里边给我们留言，也可以当天参加我们的现场直播给我们弹幕留言。刚刚 Carol 老师的所有的这个 slide 我们也争取给大家发到群里边给大家看，有任何问题，具体的申请问题、转学问题、学校项目问题，大家都可以直接联系 Carol 老师或者找我们后人教育的老师做更加详细的咨询。